is the Diddy trial. It's like what? Yeah, day 9. And apparently Kid Cudi is taking the stand because he had his car firebomb or his car blew up, and he thinks right P Diddy did it. Right, do it.
Hey, good logic down at the courthouse, day 9. I have to do a short video
Did
because
he
I'm
do it?
just gonna let you know. Kid Cudi testified. Yes, yes. Direct, cross, redirect, the whole shebang. So let me break down for you really quick, really fast. Basically, he gets up on the stand and tells about his relationship and primarily focusing on the Diddy learning about the relationship between Cassie and Kid Cudi, and how she called him up and said he knows about us and he's all jittery. He thought that they had broken up. He thought that they were on a split, and that he knows about us and he's all furious, and she's all anxious and afraid, and also that she had given him his address and he should be aware that Diddy might be coming to his house. So he meets her at a hotel, which he thought was like a safe place, and then they get a phone call from Capricorn Clark, who's an associate of Diddy. And Capricorn says, we're right outside Kid Cudi's house. Me and Diddy and an associate of Diddy are outside Kid Cudi's house. So Kid Cudi gets in his car and heads back home, leaving Cassie at the hotel. And he's yelling at Diddy, "Are you in my mother effing house?" And he's like, and Diddy, he said, was so calm. He's like, "I want to talk to you." And he's like, "Are you at my mother effing house?" He's like, "Well, I want to talk to you." By the time he gets back to the house, Diddy's not there. He said that he went inside and he saw that he had left his door open. But then when he went inside, he saw that someone had gone through his packages,
Are you
and his
saying
dog
that
had locked
Diddy
the bathroom,
went
and
into his
dog
house?
would act jittery.
That's fucking
So now he goes
weird.
looking. Now he's outraged. He goes looking for Diddy, and he got in his
So
car.
basically, Diddy just did a breaking and entering into someone's home without their consent. So that's basically illegal.
Driving, and they have an exchange where he's like, "I want to talk to you." He's like, "Well, you're gonna be talking to me. Come to my house." And then after they had that exchange, he said he thought better of it. He's like, "I don't know who's coming with him. I don't know what he's got guns. I don't know what's going down here." And he said he thought about it some more, and he called the police and told the police that there was someone who had trespassed or burglarized and gone into his house. So police come, and he makes a report with them. Diddy isn't there. Diddy never ends up showing that day. But then he ends up going out to Connecticut and he meets with Cassie. And when he meets with Cassie and he tells her, hey, Cassie ends up breaking up with him when he goes to Connecticut over Christmas because he said it was too unsafe, it was too dangerous, too unsafe.
Well,
So,
I mean, when you have Diddy who like fucking
There have been
apparently
threats
stalks you
that
and
Kid
shit,
Cudi
I
was
guess.
going to destroy,
Shit, yeah.
Kid Cudi's Porsche 911. His Porsche 911. So, sure enough, January 9th, 2012, Molotov cocktail. Someone rips open the ceiling of the convertible, drops Molotov cocktail inside.
So it was
see pictures of that. He ends up having a meeting. The last time he's spoken to Cassie Ventura was the next day. So when they had a meeting at the Soho House, and this is how he describes it. So I get there. It's supposed to be me and Diddy. I come upstairs, and when you walk into the meeting room that they used to have there by the Soho House, there's a wall of windows.
Threw a fucking Molotov.
That's just like this floor-to-ceiling windows is one wall overlooking Beverly Hills. Diddy's standing there, and he's got his back to me with his hands clasped behind his back like he's some Marvel supervillain. And we end up having a conversation. And what were you talking about? Well, he said, you know, you were my homie. You knew she was my girl. He's like, I thought you were on a break. And we had this whole exchange back and forth. And then Cassie showed up. And I was very confused why she was there. Because I thought after he had heard about
Diddy
all the
just sounds like a fucking pimp. Just
going
going around why you messing with my hoe.
Extortion. You knew about all that stuff.
That's what he sounds like.
Why are you back with me? Why? And he was very confused.
Especially with what
ended up
happened
admitting to
with
defense
the
on
fucking
cross
Cassie's
that, hey,
testimony.
look,
Holy shit, man.
She played us. Cassie played me. Cassie played Diddy, and that's the terms they came to. At the very end of the meeting, he said, I shook his hand and I said, "What about my car?" And I wanted to be holding his hand when I did that. I wanted to look him in the eye and have him say to me, give me an answer for the car. And he said, and
You
he
wanted
goes, I don't know
basically.
anything about that. And then I start walking out, and he goes to me, "Hey, just make sure, we cool?" Meaning, is this over? That's what Diddy said to Kid Cudi. And Kid Cudi said, "You say you know nothing about it, I got nothing more here. We're cool." And he said a few years later that Diddy ended up apologizing, saying, "I'm sorry about all that BS that went down." So we end up having this cross, and the effective part of the cross was them basically coming out and
So
saying
there was no
that Cassie
right.
was
So there was
very
no
successful at convincing her that she was
ties
done
to
with Diddy,
Diddy with
and
right him doing
to
the fire
help
bombing on
portray her
Kid
as
Cudi's
someone
car.
who can convince people of
That
things
was
that are
not
not
Diddy.
true,
That was some
which
fucking
we can
crazy
expect that the
person
defense is
apparently.
going to raise in their closing arguments. That certainly was a win for them. On redirect, the final question on redirect was about the whole exchange in the Soho house when they had their final meeting, and the final question was, so he said that you said we're cool. Did you think he was telling you the truth, that he knew nothing about your car? He's like, "No, I thought he was lying."
No, I thought
That's
he
what we
was
got
lying.
today. So
Yeah.
short breakdown, and yeah, I'll be reporting later this
Oh,
afternoon.
dude.
So then, Godspeed.
Yeah, no, he's a fucking liar. I mean, yeah, given who Diddy is, I mean, I guess, yeah. No, I think he's a liar. uh, Devil's Advocate, if Cassie played him and Diddy, then why did she tell him it wasn't safe to be together? She was obviously scared for both them if they continue their relationship. The district attorney sucks ass so bad. It's obvious they're not trying to get a conviction. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, given, I mean, given what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to get Diddy on Rico, right? And then they're trying to get him on like sex trafficking and a lot of that stuff too. And with Cassie, I don't think you can get there all the way with Rico. I mean, you can probably get some counts of like sex trafficking and stuff like that. But with Diddy and Cassie, they were in a relationship, right? Some of that was consensual. Right? So it's like you can't really say sex trafficking and stuff like that and like sex worker stuff. I mean, yeah, he was paying for sex workers. Don't get me wrong, right? In the trial they do talk about all the sex workers he pays and for Cassie, right? For him to sit in the goddamn cook chair. God, it's so fucking weird, man. Just hearing all that shit. Anyways, good logic. If you want to check out more of his, basically, he has a bunch of Diddy trial coverage. If you want to look through all of them, I didn't watch all of them, but I basically know the story somewhat because, well, there's the goddamn there's a goddamn video right, that video that's circulating of him right abusing Cassie in the hotel or whatever. So yeah. But here you go. Good logic if you want to check out more.